you like to buy?
No, I'm not here for anything really, but I'm kind of attracted by this thing. What is this?
For this thing, it's called Nokia 3310. It's a new technology in the market.
So, what is this brick thing next to it?
This is also a new technology similar to the Nokia 3310. It's called Motorola Dynatec.
That is so cool, but I never see this thing before.
Alright, sir. This is a phone, goes by the name of Motorola Dynatec. It was launched in 1983. As you can see, it looks like a brick because of the large boxy form. However, people around the world celebrated it for making mobile communication possible in the first place.
That's interesting. What about Nokia 3310 then?
Nokia 3310 was launched in 1990, and it's actually more compact and reliable because of its evolution. Did you know Nokia 3310 is iconic for its durable design and battery life, along with the introduction of SMS, which is short message service. While texting had begun earlier, SMS had gained massive popularity in the late 1990s as phone networks improved and the cost of sending messages decreased.
Wow, are you telling me that I can text anyone anywhere? Finally, I can text my girlfriend telling her that I love her.
Yeah. Anyway, text messages were, however, very basic. Early phones had T9 predictive text input, meaning users would press a number key multiple times to cycle through the letters. For example, pressing the 2 key twice for B.
That's fine, I guess. I would just have to master it, right? Then it'll be easy peasy for me.
Well, I would also like to tell you about its battery life. Nokia 3310 could go days or even a week without needing a charge, especially when used just for calls and texts. This is because they didn't have large energy-hungry screens or processors that required constant power.
Oh really? That means I could text my girlfriend for days without stopping.
Yes, but remember, as Muslim, you have to pray too. I mean, your girlfriend's not worth it if you forget about God itself.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay, anyway, Nokia 3310 were famous for being almost indestructible. Dropping one onto a hard surface was often more likely to damage the surface rather than the phone itself. This focus on reliability and ruggedness meant that these phones could be used in a variety of environments without fear of breaking it.
Can you test it?
Okay. Oh! There, you happy now?
Does that hurt?
Oh, not really. It's not painful. Unless someone talk about their girlfriend in front of me. Why a man who's not even handsome like you got a girl, meanwhile me, who waited for 20 years, no one even approaches me. Why?
Man, I think we're just getting sidetracked.
Yeah, you're right. I was just being emotional.
Regarding Nokia 3310, I noticed the content in this phone. Can you elaborate on this?
Oh, this? It's a basic game, Snake. Snake was a simple game in which players guided a line, the snake, around the screen, trying to eat the dots without running into the walls of the snake's own body. Despite its simplicity, Snake is a very popular game nowadays.
I understand.
Well, I do have to tell you about its limitation.
Oh, okay then. Continue.
While these phones were cutting edge, the technological limitations were significant. Mobile phones do not have internet access. While the World Wide Web was beginning to spread in the 1990s, it was strictly confined to desktop computers.
What does that mean?
Well, this means that you are limited to the information you have on hand. There was no ability to search for information, check emails, or even use online services.
Oh, that's terrible. If we have those features, our life would be so much easier.
I agree with you. Next, while making calls and sending text messages were groundbreaking, the scope of communication was still very limited. Calls could be very expensive, especially for long distance or international ones, and the cost of texting could also add up, as each SMS sent had a fee associated with it in many regions. There were no group chats, no video calls, and no instant messaging apps.
It was not easy as I thought. Surely we still can reach the people we want to call, right?
Sure, people were reachable on their mobile phones, but it was not assumed that everyone was always available or online.
That's what my girlfriend is always online. So I could always call her wherever I am.
Yeah, maybe, but be careful though, because your girlfriend could be calling someone besides you.
What? She is my girlfriend. She would never do that.
Oh, I don't know about that. Nowadays, with easier communication, there is a huge chance of someone cheating behind your back.
No. If she ever does that, I will need evidence. Maybe I could use a camera to capture it. Does this phone has a camera?
Well, unfortunately, no. You see, 1990s phones didn't have cameras at all. If you wanted to take a picture, you would need a separate device, a film or digital camera. So you see, the idea of sharing pictures instantly from a phone was simply not possible. Music and video also didn't have a place on early mobile phones. There was no media player and no file storage was virtually non-existent.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I actually thought of buying this phone before, but no, I'm not gonna anymore.
Wait, I still have to tell you something though.
What now?
I forgot to tell you, if you buy these phones, you could maybe win your girlfriend back.
How exactly?
Look, mobile phones were considered a luxury item. Their high cost, along with the expense of calling plans, meant that they were predominantly used by business professionals, executives, and the wealthy. For many, owning a mobile phone was a visible symbol of financial success and modernity. Carrying a phone like the Motorola Dynatec or Motorola StarTech, which were large and conspicuous, projected an image of someone who was important, busy, and always on the move.
So I could look busy and important just by having a Motorola phone?
Yes, exactly. This association with status wasn't just limited to business elites. Celebrities and public figures also began to be seen using mobile phones, further reinforcing the idea that these devices were exclusive cutting-edge tools. The act of pulling out a mobile phone in public made a statement. It set individuals apart as being connected in a world that was still transitioning from landlines.
That is very interesting. Just by having a phone, any world opens up for you.
I know, right? The technology nowadays are crazy, dude. It blows my mind how good these phones are.
Oh, that also means our communication style will change, right?
Yep. As mobile phones became more common in the 1990s, they began to shift the way people communicated. One of the most significant changes was the transition from landline-based communication to mobile communication, which allowed for more spontaneous and flexible social interactions. Previously, people were reachable only when they were at home or work, where they had access to a landline phone. With mobile phones, individuals could be contacted wherever they are, which changed the dynamics of communication significantly.
How does this affect young people?
Well, for younger people, this newfound mobility meant more opportunities to stay connected with friends. Text messaging or SMS, which began to be widely used in the late 1990s, revolutionized casual communication. It offered a less formal and more immediate way of interacting. Instead of making a call and having a potentially lengthy conversation, a quick text message allowed users to exchange brief updates or share plans without the commitment of a full conversation. Moreover, mobile phones created new social dynamics. They made it easier to arrange spontaneous meetings, and stay in touch with people without needing to plan in advance. This fluidity in communication led to what sociologists have described as micro-coordination, where people could fine-tune their plans in real time, depending on their own circumstances. It became possible to adjust meeting times or locations while en route, something that was previously unimaginable in an era of landlines.
In other words, phones transform communication from a fixed stationary activity to one that could happen anywhere, at any time. As mobile phones became more widespread, they influenced social norms, communication styles, and popular culture. The personalization, portability, and accessibility they offered made mobile phones not just a tool for communication, but a means of expressing identity, staying socially connected, and engaging with an increasingly tech-oriented world.
Yeah, you get it? Everyone is raving about mobile phones because of these reasons.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested now. If I could get to look stylish and cool in front of my girl, even though I'm gonna be broke, then so be it.
Wise decision, young man.
Right, so how much does Nokia 3310 cost?
Well, after counting discounts and stuff, for you we offer this Nokia 3310 for 1,000 ringgits.
What the Hey Syahmi, nice to meet you today.
Hey, Zach. Hey, you too. How's your work going?
Man, yeah, it's pretty smooth. I don't have much work to do, so I can go back to home today.
Oh, you're so lucky. The boss just now just done his work on me, just call it a day.
Ooh, I feel bad.
Yeah, don't wait till just don't feel like talking about it anymore.
Yeah, I understand.
Huh? You still use Nokia 3210?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, right?
Well, yeah, but don't you know how to stay on the market right now?
What's that?
BlackBerry done, the newest phone just launched right now.
Oh, that is so cool.
I know, right? Although I sacrificed my salary to buy the new phone, it was so worth it.
Can you tell me more about this one?
Okay, well, this is BlackBerry 6210, a new phone model in BlackBerry series. BlackBerry was introduced by a Canadian company, RIM. They are very synonymous with mobile business communications.
Oh really? What makes them very popular among businessmen then?
Look, BlackBerry smartphones offer robust email integration, which made them an essential tool for business professionals.
So, what's the benefit of having a BlackBerry?
Look, this device not only enables users to make calls and send texts, but also pioneered the concept of mobile email, allowing users to stay connected with their work from anywhere.
Mobile email?
Yeah, the BlackBerry 6210 was one of the first smartphones to integrate email in a user-friendly manner. It featured a few QWERTY keyboard, which made typing emails and text messages faster and more convenient compared to traditional mobile phone. BlackBerry's push email technology was another revolutionary feature, ensuring that emails were delivered instantly to the user device. This real-time communication made BlackBerry device indispensable for professionals who need to stay on top of their inbox while on the move. Additionally, BlackBerry device has security features that appeal to corporate users, which help RIM secure contracts with governments and large enterprises.
Wow, that is a lot. But for me, it can't be Nokia though.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there are Nokia communicator series which is very hot on the market.
Nah, BlackBerry is better than Nokia.
No, Nokia is better than BlackBerry.
BlackBerry.
Nokia.
BlackBerry.
Nokia.
BlackBerry.
Nokia.
Okay, you will. Just tell me about this Nokia communicator series.
Aha, finally. Nokia, a Finnish company, had already established itself as a global leader in mobile phones. And the communicator series represented their venture into the smartphone market. The first model in the series, the Nokia 9000 communicator, was released in 1996. But It was the models launched in the early 2000s, such as the Nokia 9210, which is in 2001, and the Nokia 9500, which is developed in 2004, that truly brought smartphone features to a broader audience.
Okay, keep going, keep going.
The Nokia Communicator series offered features that went beyond email, integrating an early web browser, word processing, spreadsheet tools, and the ability to fax, making it a highly versatile device. These features appealed to a business-oriented audience, but unlike BlackBerry, Nokia devices also had consumer appeal due to their broader range of multimedia capabilities, including a color screen, camera, and audio playback in the later models.
I see how Nokia differs from BlackBerry now.
While the BlackBerry 6210 was more focused on communication through email, the Nokia Communicator devices aim to offer a more comprehensive computing experience, positioning themselves as a mini laptop that users could carry in their pockets. However, these devices were larger and bulkier than BlackBerry models, which made them less portable.
I see now. Both devices have their own pros and cons.
Yeah, we are so lucky with rapid advancement of technology nowadays.
Well, perhaps the most impressive feature of today's phone is mobile email. Before this, we used mobile phones for voice communication and text messaging. The introduction of email functionality allowed users to access their inbox on the go without needing a desktop or laptop computer. This was a game changer for business professionals who needed to stay connected while traveling or away from the office.
Mobile email really make a difference in our life. It become more convenient to send email to someone else.
Yeah, I agree. BlackBerry's push email system ensured that emails were delivered to the device in real time, which meant that users did not have to manually check for a new message. This feature allowed for instantaneous communication and made BlackBerry device highly sought after in corporate settings.
Oh, Nokia Communicator series also offered mobile email, but its approach was more integrated with other productivity tools such as document editing and web browsing.
Yeah, next, mobile web browser also introduced. The mobile web browser is particularly useful for checking news, stock prices, or conducting basic search, though the browsing experience was often slow due to limited bandwidth of mobile networks such as GPRS and Edge.
Yes, there are many limitations in mobile web browser. Early web browsers were constrained by the hardware of the smartphone themselves. Screens were smaller with lower resolution and fewer colors. Processing power was also limited, meaning browsers struggled to render complex web pages. The web pages themselves were designed for desktop use, so navigating and interacting with them on a tiny screen was far from user-friendly. Most of these early mobile browsers had to rely on WAP, which is Wireless Application Protocol, or simplified HTML pages, to accommodate these hardware and network limitations. This led to a stripped-down version of the web, where only basic text and minimal images could be displayed.
Despite these limitations, mobile web browsing was a revolutionary feature, offering users an unprecedented level of connectivity and information access, even though it was slow and rudimentary.
But
what now?
Nokia is better in this regard.
Why is that?
The Nokia 9500 communicator, released in 2004, stood out as one of the first smartphones to feature a full-color web browser with a relatively high-resolution screen for its time. The 9500 was equipped with a 640 x 200 pixel display, allowed for a much better browsing experience compared to its predecessors.
What is so special about the browser of Nokia 9500?
The browser on the Nokia 9500 supported a wider array of web standards than previous devices, which meant it could display more sophisticated web pages. For the first time, users could view web pages that more closely resembled those on desktop computers, though with some limitations. Its symbian-based browser could display HTML and XHTML web pages, and it supported CSS, which is cascading style sheets, to a limited extent, allowing for more advanced layouts and designs.
But does Nokia 9500 include physical keyboard?
Yes, the Nokia 9500 inclusion of a physical keyboard made it easier to type web addresses, search queries, and email messages. This set it apart from devices with only numeric keypads, which made entering URLs a tedious process.
Wow, hearing of all this invention really blown my mind, honestly.
The technology have evolved so much.
Well, even though mobile browsers still have limitations, there are many developers trying to create more efficient ways to deliver content. For instance, technologies like Opera Mini that was launched in 2005 were developed to compress web pages before sending them to mobile devices, reducing the load times and data usage on slow connection. Opera Mini used server-side rendering, where the browser would request a web page, but Opera server would pre-process and compress the content before sending it to the user phone. This innovative approach allowed users to experience faster browsing on slow mobile networks like GPRS and Edge, making mobile web access more feasible even in regions with limited connectivity.
Well, does mobile web standards evolve too?
Mobile web standard began to evolve to better support handheld devices. The WAP protocol, which had been widely used in early mobile browser, was gradually phased out in favor of more universal standards like HTML, XHTML, and CSS.
Man, mobile browsing truly made a huge impact on our world today.
True, it introduced users to the idea that the web could be accessible anywhere, not just from desktop computer. In my opinion, the shift in mindset was crucial in preparing the market for more advanced smartphones in the future.
The early mobile web experience also gave rise to the concept of mobile-first design, where websites were optimized for smaller screens and mobile browsing from the outset. This was a stark departure from the desktop-centric design practice of the early 2000s.
Man, seeing all of these crazy inventions, I wonder what the future holds in store for us.
You're right. With the birth of BlackBerry, the huge popularity of game consoles such as PS1 and PS2, and many more, the technology could only go up.
Yep, I like to imagine the smartphones becoming more advanced as the year goes. As more developers are brainstorming more insane ideas, I hope they also make it user-friendly.
Yeah, smartphones are generally useful and it makes my work more easier than before.
Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking of buying a new phone.
Really?
Yes, but don't worry about that. I still got saving for my work and my family. However, I would like to buy a phone for my nephew.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Of course, I'm a role model to him.
What are you guys talking about? Go back to work or I will find both of you.
Alright, boss.
Oh hey kid, where did you go?
No, I just went out to buy a new phone. It's called an iPhone.
Oh shit! Give it to me.
Cool. This is the new iPhone people keep talking about?
Hold on. Yes, everyone is talking about how good the iPhone is compared to other mobile devices.
Wow. All of my friends at my office say they have iPhone already. I guess it's true that iPhone is very popular nowadays. How much does iPhone cost?
I think it's about 2066 ringgits.
Whew. That's a hefty amount for a phone. Surely we could use that money for a month of food instead.
Well, however, that iPhone is very worth it to buy.
How so?
Well, get your phone first.
Okay.
Huh. See the huge difference between iPhone and your phone?
Ah, do you mean that iPhone doesn't have physical keyboard while my phone do?
Yes, exactly. Prior to this, mobile phones typically feature physical keyboards, small displays, and a focus on voice communication and text messaging. See, the iPhone radically changed this paradigm with its large multi-touch capacitive screen and minimalist design, which entirely eliminated the need for a physical keyboard. Instead of using a stylus or physical buttons, people interact with the phone through finger gestures such as swiping, tapping, and pinching, making the experience far more intuitive.
But I still don't understand how touch screen works actually.
Well, you see, the iPhone's touchscreen was powered by capacitive technology, which responded to the electrical conductivity of human skin, enabling more precise and responsive touch input than the resistive screens that came before it. This advancement in touchscreen technology not only made the user interface more interactive, but also allowed for a larger display, perfect for browsing the web, watching videos, and using apps.
Wow, so that means I can play my games without relying on physical keyboard anymore?
Yes, of course, because the large screens afforded by capacitive technology allow users to interact more deeply with their devices, whether it was browsing the web, watching videos, or playing video games. Capacitive touchscreens also paved the way for more sophisticated user interfaces, as developers could design apps that relied on touch input for navigation and control.
Huh. I wonder if some people don't like this change.
Oh, don't worry about that. Well, there was some initial resistance to the lack of physical keyboard, particularly among users who were accustomed to devices like the BlackBerry. The advantages of touchscreen interfaces soon became apparent. The ability to navigate a phone with simple finger gestures was intuitive, and the large screens provided a richer, more immersive experience for media consumption.
You're right. While keyboard physically is useful, but I think touch screen is way more easier to navigate.
Well, if you're interested, iPhone also introduced another groundbreaking feature that was the App Store. This platform allowed third-party developers to create and distribute applications directly to users. This shift laid the foundation for the app-based ecosystem that would soon dominate the smartphone landscape, turning mobile phones into a versatile devices capable of performing a wide range of tasks, from gaming to social networking and to productivity. The iPhone also popularized mobile internet usage, as its Safari browser provided a true web browsing experience that was previously limited on mobile devices.
That's awesome. Many developers could create many cool apps for the users out there, right?
True, the app-based ecosystem gave rise to an entirely new industry. Developers, both independent and corporate, began creating apps for everything: social media, entertainment, education, productivity, and more. This dramatically changed the way people use their phones, as users could now customize their devices with apps that suited their individual needs and preferences. For example, users could download apps for everything from fitness tracking to photo editing to mobile banking, making smartphones indispensable in everyday life. The success of App Store also encouraged innovation, as companies scrambled to develop apps that could capture the attention of millions of users.
So, how does this impact shift in user interface design in phone?
Well, the advent of capacitive touchscreens led to a revolution in user interface design. Smartphones were now designed with clean, minimalistic interfaces that emphasize touch-based gestures rather than physical buttons. This led to innovations like slide to unlock, multi-touch zooming, and fluid scrolling, which provided users with a more intuitive experience. The emphasis on visual interaction required app developers to rethink how apps were designed, leading to the rise of flat design, a simpler, more graphic-focused aesthetic that focused on usability.
But hearing things like this, I don't know if my mobile internet could handle it. Before this, I just use it for calling and texting your mom.
Oh, you ever heard about the new 3G?
You what now?
No, the 3G. You see, mobile internet speed nowadays is very good, unlike a few years ago. Before 3G, mobile internet was slow and unreliable, limiting the use of smartphone for tasks beyond voice calls and texting. However, with the rollout of 3G networks, mobile internet became fast enough to support tasks like browsing the web, checking email, and streaming media. With the advent of 3G networks and improved mobile browsers, smartphone became a primary way for people to access the internet. Whether users were checking email, streaming music, or scrolling through social media, mobile devices became the go-to platform for online activity. This shift had profound implications for how business and content creators approach the internet, as websites and services were increasingly optimized for mobile use.
Oh, thank God I could use my mobile internet for something else instead of only for calling and texting.
You're so right, Dad. With better mobile internet speed, you could download many mobile games.
Wait, you're right! I can play Snake and Tetris on bigger screen now!
Well, not just Snake and Tetris. You can also play a variety of games in iPhone. This is because of immense popularity of mobile gaming. Mobile gaming is very popular now because it appeals to a broader audience. Unlike console games, which often require significant time commitments and gaming skills, mobile games were designed to be accessible to everyone, from hardcore gamers to people who had never played games before.
But are they free? I don't want to use my money to buy games.
Of course, most of it. The accessibility of these games was enhanced by the fact that they were inexpensive or free to download, with many relying on ad-based models or offering in-app purchases for additional content. This pricing model democratized gaming, allowing millions of people to access and enjoy mobile games without a high upfront cost. Furthermore, the portability of smartphones allowed users to play games anywhere and at any time, whether they were commuting, waiting in line, or relaxing at home. This on-the-go nature of mobile gaming further contributed to its mass appeal, as users could engage in short bursts of play during idle moments in their day. As a result, gaming became a more integrated part of daily life, unlike console or PC gaming, which often require dedicated time and setup.
Okay, like that sounds way too good to be true.
Oh, trust me that this is true.
Okay, you know what? After hearing all of your babbles about iPhone, you know what? I'm interested to buy the iPhone right now.
Yeah, you should actually.
Oh, hi, honey. Can I borrow your money?
How much?
At least 2,000 ringgit.
What? Don't you dare to ask my money again. That day when you asked me to give you some money to buy milk for our baby, you still haven't paid me yet. When will you do it?
Hey, honey, don't worry. I promise I'll pay it later, okay?
No, later. I want it right now.
Okay, honey. I'll end this call right now. Mama, I love you.
Don't you?
Can I borrow your money instead?
Heck no.
Oh.
Hi sir, what are you looking for?
Hi, I'm actually looking for a gadget for my grandchildren.
Oh, for your grandchildren? Well, we have a variety of gadgets for young people. Wait, aren't you the guy that I met 25 years ago?
Huh? You again? Aren't you the seller that I met 25 years ago?
It's really you! to meet you here again.
Man, it's been so long. How are you doing?
Yeah, still doing pretty good in my 50s.
Yeah, same. Although many years have passed, you still look the same.
Well, of course, with my skincare routine and a workout, I managed to look youthful and strong at the same time.
Well, you really need to tell me all about that.
Obviously, my friend.
I hope those are not scams though.
What did you just say just now?
I didn't say anything.
No, you said something about scam.
Well, it's kind of synonymous to you, isn't it?
Hey, I thought we already put this behind our past.
You think I will forget the time you tried to scam me with your stupid Nokia 3310?
Come on, dude. It's not my fault you got scammed.
What are you talking about? Of course it's your fault.
Okay, I admit it's my fault, but suing my company to oblivion is too much.
Oh, I'll do that to people who still lie to me and to my girlfriend.
Hey, that hurts.
Don't mess with me.
Okay, forgive me. It's my fault. I did scam you and take away your money, but it's only 1,000 ringgit.
Only 1,000 ringgit?
I really should dress up better. Look, you came here to buy a new gadget for your grandchildren, right? I can offer the best one for him.
Oh really? Then what are those things at your desk then? Just another of your scams?
No, those are very legit, trust me. I'm a changed man now. I will never do the same mistake twice.
Well, I don't trust you, but for the sake of my grandchildren, I'll let you go for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, tell me about these gadgets then.
Well, let me show you the newest iPhone model, iPhone X.
iPhone X?
Yes, I think iPhone X is very suitable for your grandchildren. The iPhone X was a milestone in smartphone design and technology. Apple's decision to remove the home button and implement Face ID as the primary method of authentication was a bold move, representing a shift towards seamless biometric security. Face ID utilizes advanced facial recognition technology powered by a depth sensing camera and AI algorithms to allow users to unlock their phones securely and effortlessly.
Whoa, my grandchildren's security will be even more secure.
Yes, the iPhone X also popularized the notch design to house its front-facing sensors, a design choice that many other smartphone manufacturers adopted. This was a significant shift in the aesthetic and functional design of phones, making the screen-to-body ratio larger and more immersive for users.
Huh. I'm interested, but my grandchildren already have an iPhone before. Now, they keep saying things like foldable gadget and stuff.
Oh, you mean the Samsung Galaxy Fold?
Samsung Galaxy Fold?
Well, if you want to buy a foldable gadget, I recommend Samsung Galaxy Fold. Samsung's Galaxy Fold, which was launched in 2019, was a pioneer in foldable screen technology. This innovation brought back the clamshell design of early mobile phones, but with a high-tech twist. A foldable OLED display that allowed the device to function both as a smartphone and a small tablet. While the initial launch of foldable devices encountered some technical issues, foldable screens represented a major leap forward in hardware innovation. Foldable phones allow for greater multitasking capabilities and provide more screen real estate without increasing the size of the device in a traditional sense. As more companies enter the foldable market, such as Huawei with its Mate X series, this technology is expected to become a staple of premium smartphones in the future.
Oh, that's interesting. However, I'm not sure to buy it because he is very passionate in photography. So, a phone with better camera suits him more, I think.
Oh, I could show you a Huawei P30 Pro instead.
Huh? What's interesting about this phone instead?
The Huawei P30 Pro, released in 2019, redefined mobile photography with its multiple camera system, which included a groundbreaking periscope lens. The device offered up to 50 times digital zoom and super low light performance, rivaling even some professional grade cameras. Camera technology has become one of the key battlegrounds in the high-end smartphone market, with manufacturers like Apple, Samsung, and Google also introducing innovations such as night modes, computational photography, and AI-enhanced image processing.
Well, I think this is the perfect one for my grandchildren then.
Okay, well, before you buy it, let's test its features first.
Great.
Well, if you want your grandchildren's life much easier, you will have assistant that is Google Assistant. Virtual assistant like Google Assistant have become smarter and more integrated into users' daily lives. AI algorithms enable these assistants to understand natural language, learn from user behavior, and execute tasks with increasing accuracy. For example, Google Assistant can schedule appointments, answer questions, and also control smart home devices, all through voice commands. This AI integration extends to features like contextual app suggestions, personalized notifications, and predictive typing, making the user experience more intuitive and efficient.
However, I don't think he cares about that. As long as it gets his job done, he'll be satisfied anyway.
Yeah, sure, but he can enhance his photo using AI.
Oh, how's that?
AI has significantly transformed smartphone photography, pushing the boundaries of what was once thought possible with mobile cameras. By leveraging machine learning algorithms and computational photography, smartphones today can capture images that rival and in some cases surpass traditional cameras. AI is employed at various stages of the photography process, from real-time image optimization to post-processing enhancements. AI-enhanced image processing helps optimize photos in real time by automatically adjusting lighting, contrast, and color based on the scene being captured. Features like Google's Night Sight and Apple's Deep Fusion use AI to improve image quality in low-light environments and reduce noise in photos, creating images that were previously impossible to achieve on mobile devices. In addition to improving photos, AI plays a broader role in managing device performance, extending battery life, and enhancing user experiences across applications, including mobile gaming.
Those surely could help my grandchildren pursue his dreams.
Yes, it will help him immensely in the advent of 5G. 5G technology significantly enhances the capabilities of AI in smartphone photography by providing faster data transfer speeds, lower latency, and more reliable connections. 5G's high-speed connectivity allows for quicker communication between the smartphone and cloud-based AI services. With this connection, smartphones can offload some of the computational work required for advanced image processing to the cloud. For example, AI algorithms in the cloud can process photos or videos in real time and send back optimized versions to the device without noticeable delays. This offloading lightens the workload on the device's hardware, enabling more complex AI tasks such as real-time image enhancement, object recognition, or scene segmentation. Next, AI-powered AR photography or video features benefit from 5G speed. For example, AI can better track objects and overlay AR elements like filters or interactive content in real time while taking photos or videos. This creates smoother, more immersive experiences such as AR filters, 3D photo effects, or live augmented reality scenes, all enabled by the fast data exchange of 5G. Finally, with the faster speeds of 5G, smartphones can handle high resolution media, including 4K and 8K images and videos. AI needs more processing power for high resolution media, as it requires analyzing more data to adjust features like sharpness, noise reduction, and color accuracy. The efficiency of 5G supports this by ensuring that the data necessary for AI algorithms to optimize these large media files can be transferred, processed, and returned swiftly.
Okay, stop talking. I understand now. This phone is the one I'm looking for.
Yes!
Alright, how much? I'm gonna buy this phone. How much does this cost again? And please don't lie to me.
Yes, I'm counting. Well, after the discounts and stuff, for you we offer 10,000 ringgits.
What the?